Do you want to build an ADU, also known as an accessory dwelling unit, or do anything to the exterior of your house like an addition or remodel? Maybe you want to add a fence or even change out the windows and doors. It's important to know what zoning rules apply to your property. Even if your project does not require a building permit, you'll still need to follow zoning rules like how far you can build from the property lines and other zoning requirements. Hi, I'm Lisa with the City of Portland's Bureau of Development Services, and in this video, I'm going to talk about why you should research your property, how to find this information online for free, and next steps to getting your project going. So let's get started. Why research your property? Simply because you don't want to waste money and time on design plans for something that you might not be able to build. Whether that's because of environmental impacts or if the property is in a neighborhood with special design rules. It's a good idea to know exactly what rules you'll need to follow before you even start planning. This is also something to think about if you're looking to buy a home and want to make major improvements or changes to it. Now I'm going to show you how to find that information for free on Portland Maps. Let's start by going to portlandmaps.com and at the top right field, enter your street address. It should locate your property or it'll give you a list to choose from. What we're looking for is the zoning. Simply put, zoning requirements are the rules for what you can and cannot do on a property. So let's toggle down the Permits and Zoning tab, then select the Zoning and Districts button. There are three main things to look for under zoning and districts: base zone, overlay zone, and plan district. The base zone is the basic information about what the property can be used for and how it can be developed. Every property has a base zone. For this example, the base zone is R7, residential 7,000. To learn more, I can click the R7 link. Just so you know, any blue text is a link to more information that'll open up in a new tab. The R in R7 means residential, so this property can only be used for household living purposes, but not for anything else like an office or retail. But that's not always all you need to find out what you can do on a property. Going back to the zoning and district section on portlandmaps.com, you'll want to check to see if there's an overlay or plan district. If there's a link or note next to where it says overlay or plan district, that usually means there may be additional rules that you'll need to follow. For this property, the overlay shows it's in an environmental conservation zone. That means if I wanted to build an addition or even a deck, there may be additional rules that I'll need to follow. The addition most likely can't be in the back without a thorough review by the environmental team, and that's because there's a creek down here. And they want to make sure that whatever building happens back here is not going to impact the health of that creek that eventually flows into Tryon State Park and the Willamette River. Now that you know where to find your base zone, overlay, and plan district, the next step is to talk to a city planner. Be sure to provide your name, phone number, the address of the project location, and a brief description of your project. Our city planners will research your property and call you back. Here are 3 tips to keep in mind during your call. Tip number 1, these meetings are only 10 to 15 minutes long, so please prioritize your top 3 questions. City planners will give you general zoning information and can point you towards the next step of your process. Tip number 2, please be ready to take notes. City planners will not provide email summaries of your conversation. And tip number 3, you will not be able to request the same planner if you have more follow-up questions after your call. Feel free to call the zoning information line again. It's always a good idea to call the zoning information line before planning a project, but if your property is in an overlay or plan district, you'll definitely want to call. This is a free service for general zoning information, and staff does not keep any record of these conversations. The planner will let you know if you may need a land use review or if it looks like you can go ahead and start applying for a building permit. If you'd like to meet with a planner at a specific time, we do offer time-certain appointments for a fee. I'll link to all the different ways you can connect with a planner in the description box below. If there's one thing that I want you to take away from this video, is that if you have any questions, call the zoning information line. Let us know in the comments below what questions or topics you'd like more videos about. As always, thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.